We're at the Salt Palace in Salt Lake City, Utah. And you're looking eye to eye with one of the sweetest house pets you'd ever want around. Oh, he might run over you and accidentally poke you with a horn or do a tap dance on your head because you happen to get too close, or beat you like a tetherball up against his 2,000-pound body. But he's not mean. He's just misunderstood. And in this corner, you're looking at 22-year-old Michael Gaffney, the current leader of the Bull Riders Only series. And he, too, is misunderstood. At 5'10", 170 pounds, he's not crazy. The G-Man is just a little aggressive, and he has an unusual job, staying on top of that nice house pet for 8 seconds. So far, he's done just that, better than anyone else. But there are 29 bull busters and 3 bulls ready to knock him out of the lead. Now, on Prime Network, it's bull riding time in the Salt Palace. The Bull Riders Only series presents the Bull Riding Blowout. Howdy, everybody. I'm Bob Tallman, along with the world champion Gary LeFew, and we're ready to ride some bulls in the House of Jazz in Salt Lake City. Utah is our host this week for the Bull Riders Only Series number 3. We've been to Tacoma, we've been to the San Diego Sports Arena, now we're in Utah on our way to Denver and Wichita, Kansas. Gary LeFew, we've got 30 of the nation's best and Canada. So when you talk about North American talent and 52 of the rankest bulls from 4 rodeo producers, we've got the best talent of both eras, bull power and bull busters. The fans are alive and electric in here tonight, and they're ready. If you had to pick one part of this program that you think is going to excel more than the others, what would it be, bulls or bull riders?
Well, you got the best pen of bulls I've ever seen put together, and when you match them with the 30 best in the world, it's going to be wild action. It's all going to be great. There's not going to be a slow point here.
No slow points, and in 3 rounds, the first ones that ride, the 18 will get a second. Then we'll go to those that rode in the second and go to the 3rd round. This is where the big dollars are going to be won. In San Diego on a Saturday night, we made a new hero. Or should we say, a new hero was born. That's Michael Gaffney from Lubbock, Texas. 5'10", 170 pounds in the first round. In 8 seconds, if anything goes wrong and the bull should stop in competition as what you're watching here, or should cram a cowboy against a shoot gator offense, he would be given an option for a re-ride to do it again. That's exactly what he did, but he also endangered his opportunity of not just taking the score and maybe not riding the second bull. However, he did. This is the re-ride bull in the first round. As the night progressed, the scores got better, but a 70 did not win the first round, but good enough to place him to get a second bull. Gaffney, with a slam dunk at the end of that, has now laid his life on the line twice. This is the 3rd round. After a 70, he said, let's stack another 9 hotcakes on it, and the dollars are getting thicker. Gary LeFew had picked Michael Gaffney that night, but the bulls he had drawn because of his attitude, and this young man is to be a superstar. Now with a 70 and a 79 behind him, we come to the 3rd and final round. Normally, 30% will make it out of each round into the next. The faster the bull spun, the better he rode. The upper body in perfect motion, and the score pops out at an 86. It was a hot night in Southern California, and a hot young cowboy makes the headlines. The crowd loved it, as you're going to. And in the next few minutes, we're going to give you an opportunity to meet some of the greatest athletes of this event. This is normally held last in a professional rodeo competition arena, but we're going to bring it to you straight on all the way through. Gary LeFew, if you had to pick a winner tonight, who's your pick?
Well, with the stock that we got here, this is, like I said earlier, the toughest pen of bulls I've ever seen. I'm going with either Tough Hedeman or Jim Sharp because they have been the most consistent over the last 10 years for getting the tough bulls ridden.
All right, I'll join you with Tough Hedeman. We'll see how it works. When we talk about the top 4 in position as we get ready to come in, we're talking about Michael Gaffney with 11,200 after 2. Ty Murray is 2nd, Wasey Cathy, and Brent Terry. Don't throw him out. He's in the 4th place position. The all-time great Wasey Cathy is in, and of course, the all-around champion Ty Murray, but Michael Gaffney is the young man to keep your eye on. Gary and I'll be back with all of the action for you. We'll be back with the first round highlights right after this.
Just doing what you gotta do. You're riding in the rodeo tonight. Darling, wear your lucky shirt tonight. Wear a roper and you'll be alright.
Imagine sitting on the back of a ton of dynamite, waiting to explode at the sound of a buzzer. Saturday, October 5th at McNichols Arena. Bull Riders Only presents a spectacular bull riding blowout. Last time, Aaron Seamus was lucky enough to walk away with only 15 stitches. Bobby Del Vecchio needed plastic surgery, while Michael Gaffney rode to victory. Get your tickets now at all Ticketmaster outlets. Saturday, October 5th. Be there when the gates fly wide open.
Find yourself in Wyoming. Call for your free Wyoming vacation planner.
I told you this was a good spot.
When the stranger brought that bullseye, a showdown was a brewing. There was Hines and Hunts and Masterpiece, all trying to outdo him. But as the sweet smoke rose from the grill, the stranger showed his best. Knowing once folks tried that big, bold taste, that bullseye'd stand the test. And throughout the land, every woman and man marveled at the feat.
In showdown after showdown, bullseye can't be beat.
The big, bold taste of bullseye can't be beat.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Salt Palace. And as we're ready to ride some bulls, we've got some key matchups that we want to talk about. And Gary, as we talk about Wasey, Cathy, Gaffney, and Murray, Black Magic. Dan Russell is in here tonight with two of the top three that we're going to start with. Bucky in the middle belongs to Del Hall. And Ty Murray, the all-time great all-around champion cowboy with Rodeo News. Now, these are what we say key matchups. These are expected favorites. Can you expect anything out of those three bulls that'll throw anywhere, or all three of those guys off?
All of those bulls really buck. That Black Magic is one of the fastest spinning bulls I've seen in years.
Well, we'll find out just how much juice he's got, and we're going to squeeze him to make it pure OJ. Little Mike Erickson, age 20, hometown, Choctaw, Oklahoma. Here's 128 pounds of surface steel, and I mean, this kid's come to ride. He said just rip them loose. Now, when we talk about an 8-second competition, one hand in a rope and one hand free, our judges are going to be watching them on a 1 to 25 on how they ride, 1 to 25 on how the bull is going to buck. We're looking for the degree of difficulty of the man's ability to ride atop this bull. Gary LaFew, let's try the first one, and this is a dandy.
This is the bull they were 90 points on at Tacoma, Bob.
Well, when Greg
what a way
Lewis
to
had him
start it
there.
out.
Woo! You talk about big, bad, ugly, and beautiful all in the same row. And Greg Lewis can be 90 points on him. Why can't we do the same in the Cow Palace? Now, remember, we're talking about the Salt Palace. We're talking about this palace. Every bull, every night is going to buck different under different conditions. With an 82 for Mike Erickson, that's quite likely to get him another one. So the top 18 are going to get to ride a second one. The bull that you're about to see Jeff Cathcart from Wyoming get on is a little bull that nobody likes. He put Aaron Seamus nearly out of life, let alone out of business. This is the big bull from Dan Russell they call Babyface. He is a slam dunker, a 1.5 tons, a hamburger. And he's just a nice big old high loper hitter.
Every bit of 2,300. This bull is what you call a strong bull.
Look at here. He's
Look at this. He's moving forward and up. He may get it. He's getting it. I believe he made it, Bob.
Well, we're going to see as the whistle blows, it hits the ground. And Jeff is just one of the youngsters, the up-and-coming out of the top 30 in the world. It's having an opportunity to ride against the best 5, best 10, best 15 in the world. And this is a grand opportunity for this youngster.
Well, he keeps making bull rides like that. He's going to be in the top 15. That was a great bull ride. He was up on them legs and getting away from that power.
Well, Carpenter, Wyoming, you're well represented in the Salt Palace in Salt Lake City. And they liked it a whole bunch as they're going to pump him up for the degree of difficulty and the power of the bull. Now, whenever we can get him in the 80s, get him to the 90s, you're talking about a superstar offering of ability. And that's the way the judges are going to set him.
Look at the way he's moving forward up on them legs. That's the direction you got to go, forward and get away from that power. All that kick back in that back end is going to sling you out of there.
Well, they like that 82, and it's going to be a pair of them. Him and young Mike Erickson now from Oklahoma are going to set him in that position. 82 points. Gary, you make it sound easy when we talk of the physical action, but there are a set of rules that we have to talk about. In an 8-second ride in one hand only. Now, visually, you can see that as you watch our show. The two judges are going to score the ride. The bull is 50%, basically. Each judge has 1 to 25 points in a spread for the bull in his degree of difficulty to ride, and the rider's ability athletically to stay on the back of this bull for 8 in a 1 to 25 point spread of both. Now, the total score of both judges is the final score, and it may vary from one judge to the other, but we'll stay with their scores at the end of the ride.
Okay, looks like we're going with Tough Hedeman here. He's got that bull that's flared up on the earlier. He's got his stuff back together, and he's captured a good one here. He's got him. This is the toughest guy in the world to buck off, in my opinion.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've made the comment many times, the Bull Riders Only series telecast before on the Prime Network about not just degree of difficulty, but what these young athletes are all about. Poppin' Joe the Bull and Tough Hedeman. You had an opportunity to see the mashing that this kid took. Now he's got a grin on his face. He rode a bull in Pendleton, Oregon earlier today. Throw the shafts in the rigging bag, get on the jet, come to Salt Lake City. Before the night is over, and even though the sun is down, he may be gone off to another one tomorrow someplace. I'd say a little R&R in Texas with Mom and the kids would be best. They like it for a lot.
This is a great bull ride. Notice the way he keeps moving to that front end. Once he gets into that spot, that magic spot there, the bull will pack you if you can stay up there, but it's a trick to stay up there.
You could almost say about surfing, and he got in the curl of the wave, and the wave carried him right on to an 88 score. You've got a new leader by 6. Hedeman takes to the lead now with an 88, a pair of 82s, and a 77. That's riding bulls in the Salt Palace.
Yes, sir. That was my pick tonight, Bobby. You'll remember how.
When you talk about Norman Curry from DeBerry, Texas, the second man to ever qualify riding 10, this young man has a quote that I think is wonderful. He said, "I'm blessed to be healthy, doing so well at something that I love to do." That's pretty sincere.
Outside!
Watch here, watch here. Got an 88, a pair of 82s. The high 70s may or may not make it. Look at him with the right foot.
He's got that spot. He's got that spot locked in. And he's making him pay.
He's in the rut. In the right rut.
Yeah. He's really about to get the rut right out there.
Hey, Salt Lake, how do you like that?
It's over, but exactly what Gary LaFleur is talking about in having the right position to start with. After the first or the second jump, when the bull goes into that spin, there was no way to get him off of there. Now look at here. Stick like glue.
Especially when you got a flat bull like this. Every round is the same. He gets locked in there, and I mean, it's just every round's the same. Just keep moving forward, keep moving up on your leg, and let him pack you around.
Well, 82 is a popular score. That's 3 of me. Yeah, he's tied. Second, third, and fourth at this point. 82 behind an 88 leader. The next young man comes from Chelan, Washington, but he's quite a college champion cowboy as well from Walla Walla Community College in just a little old town in southeastern Washington. The way you look to it.
All right, great.
Now, he's rode some of the rodeo producers' rankest bulls that we've had around the country. And you look at a guy that was raised in the orchard business and is a champion bull rider, there's a little bit of a different cross-correlation. Look at that bull.
Well, I tell you what, he sure learned in the orchard good, because look how he's moving up and whipping that arm and meeting that kick. He is really getting her 110% on this one.
Now, this is exactly what he did when he was 90 points on the bull that we talked about earlier at Tacoma when we had the big black bull out. When you can lose 90 points and put through all that hustle and shuffle, oh my God, he says, my back. Don't worry about your front. Get your back taken care of. Your front will catch up to it. Well, they're talking 83 points. I like that. We finally broke that tie. Now we're at 88 for the lead. And then we're talking 83 to 3 82s. And we're talking about first round of the Bull Riders Only highlights continue from the Salt Palace right after this. Okay, Stewie, let's see if you can keep the hat on the helmet on your head, and your head on your body. This is Stu Sellers. Right here, little man, you got all the bull you want underneath you, and he is humped up in the right place. Ride him like a monkey.
He's making a beautiful ride, huh?
Alexandria, no. Well, they say he's from Tennessee, but I know this kid comes from Florida. Now, you see the face guard and the helmet. We've got a half a dozen guys in the business today that wear them that have either don't want an injury or have had a serious face or head injury, and they're trying to protect themselves. Well, it must be difficult to learn to ride with that, Gary.
Well, it is, but like you say, Stu took a good hit to the head, and that's why he's got it on.
They're locking it at 84. Still Tough Hedeman's 88 to the lead. That'll jump him into the number 2 spot. Moves Grey Goulds of Chelan, Washington down 1 to 3rd. About 6 rides ago, you met this cowboy's younger brother. This is Philip Fournier now from Bowie, Texas, and one of the top 3 bulls picked here tonight. In our picks, Black Smoke from David Bailey.
The contractor told me today this could be, if he has his day, one of the best bulls here.
Let's watch him try to start. Joe Baumgartner's trying to
He goes a little ways, and then he goes, oh, man, what a round.
Look at here. Power, jump, and kick, and turn back, and he's wanting to do it both ways.
Philip handled him with the ultimate of ease. That was a beautiful ride. The bull went a little ways, but when he come hard.
Now, when you say that, you'd like to have that bull start into that spin earlier in the ride?
Well, if they start earlier, you're going to get more points. If they go a little ways, they kind of mark you down a little ways because the degree of difficulty wasn't as bad going to it. But watch right here when this bull blows up and gets in that air, and I mean, comes around that corner.
They liked it well enough for an 85-point ride, and around the corner he's going to go into the number 2 spot. 88, 85, 84, and 83. Now the 70 don't look like they'll get a sniff of the cash. Well, we've done all the bragging that we can possibly do about this Lubbock, Texas cowboy, Michael Gaffney. He's won $11,200. There's the mug shot of a good-looking young man with a lot of pride. And this is one of the top 3 bulls from Del Hall. They call him Bucky, and he can buck.
Yes, and I tell you what, he's got a superstar on him. This kid is going to be one of the great ones.
Look at him spurring with the left foot. He had an opportunity about 2 jumps, and he took it. Now, you don't have to spur the bull out. You don't have to start him out like you do in the bucking horse riding, but it shows that our judges are watching to see if he's got a little extra talent. That's just exactly what he brought to Salt Lake, the same thing he brought to Tacoma. Then again to San Diego, where he won all the cookies in the cookie jar, too.
It just shows that you've got everything in control, and if you can spur him, that just gets you a couple more points.
Well, we're looking at an 80 score, and that's real strong to get him in with an 88, 85, 84, 83, a bunch of 82s, an 81, and an 80. We can throw that in, and the best Baker's dozen at about 13 right now that have qualified above the 75-point mark. Dripping Springs, Texas, population 30 is only 29 tonight because Brent Thurman is in the Salt Palace in Salt Lake City. Evil Knievel is what he's drawn. We'll see what this hill country cowboy from Travis County can do with David Bailey's bull. He's named after a bandu.
This bull is an out-of-line Thunder Buck. That is putting it to him.
Look at that. The bull tried it every way.
You see that move he put on that bull when he come off that fence?
He took advantage of it.
That was a big move.
Now, he may or may not have known that was coming, but as the bull goes to whitewashing down the fence, tearing down the banners right here, first to the left, then to the right. Then when he comes out of there and jumps straight out in the arena, goes to jumping and kicking, he takes advantage of it.
Oh, man, he took it to him, really took it to that front end, sticking that chest out, charging all the way. Perpetual motion's the name of the game. You've got to keep moving.
Not a bad get-off. They're going to throw him in with an 83, and unofficially right now, that'll time for 4th and 5th. That 83 will be in there, but it's not at the top with an 88, 85, and an 84 ahead of him. Look at there. Now, there may be the year 2006 world champion Bull Buster.
That's a good-looking bull, isn't it?
It is cute. $250,000 a year is not a bad earning. I wouldn't mind being his banker and paying the interest. Stephenville, Texas is Ty Murray, the all-around champion of the world. He's number 2 for the Bull Riders Only Series earnings at $10,600. From Rodeo News, David Bailey. This is a bull that you like. You say he's a bad, you ride, and the one to get the money on.
Yes, sir. You can be 80 or better on this bull. Anything you put you in there for another, and probably get you a little money.
Ty Murray can be 80 or better on a bunch of them, but David Bailey's going to stick the all-time winning champion cowboy of the 1990s in the ground. Now that bull pulled him away from his arm, stretched his upper body out, and drilled him. You don't see that happen very often.
Not on a tough cowboy like that. But if they'll show that back to us, and I'll get ready to stop it right when he whips his arm around and that bull gets to spinning. There's a rule that you got to stay square with the bull when he's spinning. If you get your arm too far around, and to see how he's bringing it way back around there, that brings his inside foot out and back. See how them hips slide to the outside when he does that, and keeps you from going back over the front end.
Well, he's still the all-time money winner in 1990 and 91. He is the all-around champion reigning cowboy, and he was number 2 in the Bull Riders Only Series up until this point. That'll change the stats. For those of you that have had an opportunity to join us at our Bull Riders Only blowout, whether we're in Tacoma, San Diego, or here in Salt Lake, join us on the 5th. That's a hot Saturday night at Nichols Arena, Denver, Colorado, and check your Prime Network listings for that air date. I hope you're enjoying our action. All right, we're talking about Clint Pronger from Roscoe, Montana. He's won $2,100. He's in the 5th place slot. But remember earlier, Ty Murray went to the turf. That doesn't take the points away. One of the best we've had is out there and gone. Now, Roscoe, and he's got him a dandy can tonight.
There's Bull and Buck right here.
Look at his free arm. I've never seen him reach across his body like that so many times repetitiously.
That bull was trying to string him out. He was having to really whip to stay in there.
Kenny Watson's got a hand of congratulations for him, but as we have a chance to watch the replay on this, watch the oddity of what he has to do with his upper body when this bull starts to come around to the left off that fence.
Right here, he really has to, he gets a little on the outside and he has to what we call double clutch. That's why he almost make 2 moves for every move the bull makes, just to try to keep his hips in there.
Well, they liked it well enough to say he went through all the moves. They're talking 91. Throw him a package this time. That's going to alter the stats a whole bunch.
That was a great bull ride.
Pronger at 91 and 88 for Hedman. He hung in there. Fournier's at 85 and 84 with 54% of the bulls ridden. That's better than what we thought it would be. We're going to come back with more. We'll be back with the start of the 2nd round in just a moment.
Don't settle for an imitation that will melt away when the heat is on. Wear the choice champions. No matter how hot the action gets, Award Design is there. When it comes to quality and beauty, there is no other. Award Design medals, the official trophy buckle of the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association.
Sundance is the best course, Daddy.
Yeah, you two sure look good together.
I'm gonna miss them when we go home.
I know.
Find yourself in Wyoming. Call for your free Wyoming vacation planner.
It's all set. I'm gonna see you next year.
Imagine sitting on the back of a ton of dynamite waiting to explode at the sound of a buzzer. Saturday, October 5th at McNichols Arena. Bull Riders Only presents a spectacular bull riding blowout. Last time, Aaron Seamus was lucky enough to walk away with only 15 stitches. Bobby Del Vecchio needed plastic surgery, while Michael Gaffney rode to victory. Get your tickets now at all Ticketmaster outlets. Saturday, October 5th. Be there when the gates fly wide open.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Salt Palace in Salt Lake City, Utah. We're ready for round number 2 of the Prime Network, and we're going to ride some bulls. And I mean, David Fournier is set and ready.
Just about ready.
Just remember, 18 qualified, 54% came in here and rode them. We were hoping to get 12 or 13. We're talking about the Panthers. This is rides him easy, but the last 2 jumps are the best 2 of all, if I'm looking at it right. Well, they're talking about a pair of 7s. That seems to be his lucky number tonight. He was 77 in the 1st round, 77 in the 2nd. Tuff Hedeman is about to get on the black and white paint bull we call Scarecrow from Dan Russell. This is the bull that we have had not the best of luck with. He could be the fatal happening to a lot of bull riders. This was Bobby Del Vecchio in the Tacoma Dome. In the first bull riding blowout, slam dunk and a broken nose, put his nostrils behind his ears. Then comes Kent Richards in the 2nd round in the Dome in Tacoma as well. He got by the second and the third round, but it's alley-oop as he goes to hop skipping on his front feet and slam dunk again. We're planting butts in the ground every place we go with this bull, but what we want to do with Tough Hedeman is get him by that. Now, this bull will walk on his front feet 3 jumps for every time that he jumps back. Jerry, can you ride him and win anything? Can you just get by him and stay in the picture?
Well, I think right now he probably wants to just get by him and stay in the picture. This bull is so hard to ride, but the one thing Tough has going for him, the way he draws his leg press, he gets by to his leg. Stay out there, and then just take that hop step to the cup.
Well, he was 88 in the first round, second highest behind a 91 to Chris Bryant. That's the way he rides. The bull, scarecrow from Dan Russell and the little bit combined. It's a whole new program. A whole new program.
To a standstill.
Now, that bull has never done that before in any of the 6 or 7 times we've seen him go this year. He went to spin it. He went to try to duck out from underneath him, and he's mad and wants out of there.
He just couldn't shake him any way he went. Tough was there. He's just one of those fighters.
Well, we're going to stay in Texas as long as we're doing as good as we are. Joey Hubbard's my man, Charlotte, Texas. Now, this little fella jumped up with an 81 in the first round, but that's history. We're not concerned with what happened just as long as they got here. He's got to make this one work. He's got a nice one this time. They call him Psycho. Whoopie Yahoo hamburger. Here we go.
This is one of my matchups. This bull can jump high and drop, and if you ain't the right spot, he'll put you down and knock your teeth out.
He is a gray striped primer with some of those clown stabbers up on the front. Every end of the time could be at any time he gets you out. I didn't know how to name to it. This kid doesn't have a contract. The team doctor and management agent will make him percentage of dollars.
Mike Erickson, Choctaw, Oklahoma. Let's suppose we have any Okies with us tonight, you can hear them. They're here. We're glad. You might want to help this guy. Mike Erickson, wow. Well, Oklahoma and Utah, how would you like to tell Mike Erickson that it's all right anyhow?
What you've seen is what you like. We're going to bring more of it to the Mile High City of Denver on the 5th of October, a hot Saturday night football. McNichols Arena, you better be there. Whether you're from Colorado, check your prime and this birthday.
All right, Brett. Get everything just the way you want it. Right out your head. Here he is, Brett Terry, Colorado City, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you what. That kid tried with everything he had. Brett Terry, Colorado City, Texas. Good one. Hey, look at the size of this one. Right, Jim Shaw. Look at him. He's got it. He has got it. Makes it look so easy. Ladies and gentlemen, from Kermit, Texas, Mr. Jim Shaw.
It can be the toughest thing in the world, depending where you're at.
The score for Jim Shaw, it's a good one. How about 88 points for the Kermit, Texas star? 88 for Jim Shaw.
Going back to Carpenter, Wyoming for the young man, Jeff Cathcart. He's on the bull we call Blackjack. Here's what this kid did. Escape. Don't release the beast until the river.
Jeff Cathcart. You guys ready? Let's go. Now he's ready. Here he is, Jeff Cathcart. How do you like the way the Wyoming man does it?
Running free and easy. Look at that. No stress.
He's got him locked. This boy's going to beat somebody, Bob.
Well, they're packing them in at 86. We're working our way back to the 90s again. 86 points. We can't get you any closer than that, folks, right there. The rosin ropes pulled through the
We'll tell you about some of our dignitaries who are here with us tonight. Ian Knievel's son, Robbie Knievel, is in our midst. Robbie, we're glad you're here.
Right now, Frank. Let's go, Marvin.
He's Greg Gould, Kenneth Washington. Hey, look at this Washington man ride. Come on, Gregory, ride. Yeah, buddy.
Remember now, to try to ride safe on the ground, you pay money in right now.
They tell me that we got one for you too. No? Don't want no part of that. All right.
Package right. Everything put together.
Stu Sellers. He wants all of it. He wants all the money that you can give him. Number 2.
They're all interchangeable.
Mighty Mouse. Looking with this one.
They are, but Dynamite comes in small packages.
Tell you what, here's a guy that stands about 5 foot 1 inches tall, but is built like a Mack truck. I'll tell you what, short and stocky sums up Stu Sellers. All right, Stu. It's you! Stu Sellers out there in Tennessee. Did it show? Did it? Yeah, help him if you have to. I'll tell you what. You saw Stu Sellers giving that bull a love tap with his right foot. Well, it looks like Stu has started a shoulder second ride.
Big Dr. Skip, this gentleman
Position, Dr. Skip Ross, Cheyenne, Wyoming.
the Cowboys.
I'll tell you what, if you've ever had a dislocated shoulder, you know the pain that Stu Sellers is in right now. Maybe this will make you feel better. 83 points for being restored. Over 30. And Stu Sellers.
Back into position. Remember, he's a trauma center doctor, so he knows what he's doing. You saw him put his cheek against the back of the shoulder. When that shoulder popped back to the side, and it popped his head away.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a big collective round of applause for Stu Sellers? Tennessee.
He also, I'll tell you what else he does. As a doctor, he works and puts
Here's the good part.
athletes and works with you.
By riding that bull, he gets a third one.
He's stood 6
He's a cowboy.
Okay, go ahead. There he goes. The only thing he's missing is the ponytail. Great doctor.
Skip Ross tells me it. He's a guy that knows all about dislocated shoulders. For many years, he had to ride with the shoulder.
Sit down now, Toy. Be ready to try.
Out as you rode. He's healthy now. No score. He's going low.
At 88, 86, 89, we've got a lot more in round 2 for you. And we'll be back.
Here is the man currently number 1.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Salt Palace. This is Bob Tallman and Gary LeFew with Prime Network's best in the bull riding blowout. This is the 3rd. Now, just the 3rd. We're on our way to Denver on the 5th of October. Wichita, Kansas on the 21st of December. And this goes on and gets better. And this is the JV for Wallet, Texas. Fingers the bone. Gaffney's your man, Gary.
Let's go, guys.
He is on quite a roll tonight. All right, keep it going, buddy.
question, why did you pick him? I think it's because he's good looking, he's got the right attitude, the kid can ride. But you said he had the right stuff in the middle. So you're talking about from his knees to his elbows?
They say 81 for the Philadelphia champion.
There, Casey.
Look at that.
Get on this TV.
One right here, 81, and there's a pair. They are 81. On the left.
Get over here.
Richard Farnsworth.
Sit right up here. Get on this TV deal.
The Brimley family and the next generation really feels his kids.
Where's your sister? Well, get her in here.
Let's go back to the Fourniers. Here's another pair, or one of the pairs anyway. This is Phillips.
Like watching.
These two guys were two of the first brothers that ever seemed to put it together consistently in whole field. This one here is going to take away from Brother Phillips. This is the Toad.
The Toad, you've seen that picture around. He is
Got it. Get it to Marty Stannard, threw him up the same way, and went the right.
Well, you know what to do right now. It's the time to do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have an opportunity to join us through the mail service. BRO, Bull Riders Only Mail Bag, Post Office Box 37107, Denver, Colorado 80237. If you can't do that, give us a call. Doesn't cost you a dime. You can ride for 8 seconds or talk for 8 minutes. 800-536-BULL. Think about it. Pro mailbag, you better be with us in the mail or on the phone. Cody Snyder. He's with us in live in person from Medicine Hat, Alberta. The world champion of Canada. Cowboy was brought up for $50,000 at the Calgary Stampede at the National Finals.
Well, he was there for 8 seconds. That's good.
When the stranger brought that bullseye, a showdown was a brewing. There was Hines and Hunts and Masterpiece, all trying to outdo him. But as the sweet smoke rose from the grill, the stranger showed his best. Knowing once folks tried that big, bold taste, that bullseye'd stand the test. And throughout the land, every woman and man marveled at the feat.
In showdown after showdown, Bullseye can't be beat.
The big, bold taste of bullseye can't be beat.
Imagine sitting on the back of a ton of dynamite, waiting to explode at the sound of a buzzer. Saturday, October 5th at McNichols Arena. Bull Riders Only presents a spectacular bull riding blowout. Last time, Aaron Seamus was lucky enough to walk away with only 15 stitches. Bobby Del Vecchio needed plastic surgery, while Michael Gaffney rode to victory. Get your tickets now at all Ticketmaster outlets. Saturday, October 5th. Be there when the gates fly wide open.
Welcome back to the Salt Valley.
The name is has done his job. Now we will find out how well the officials liked the way he did his job. Somebody is living right. Let's see if we can top that 93. above 80, you just want to throw it out. It's not going to work.
We talked about 6 foot 7 and 5 foot 4. And Philip Fournier. Folks, if you're one of the great athletes that perform at all of the Coliseums, you need to be with us in the Mile High City in Denver, Colorado.
Austin, Texas. Just about set to go. Just about ready to go. All right, Brent. We need you to be a bunch of points. Austin, Texas, and Bull should have bucked him off several times. Brent Diamond G. Here's Kenton. Well, how would you like to go round number 2? You will see find out which stage these will come back for the third and final go round. Look, we've got about a 10-minute break between now and the third round. If you're not stopped only souvenir out in the barbecue, you can do so as quickly as possible. Immediately following our live performance, you'll have the opportunity to meet these cowboys up close and personal. You can get some autographs from your favorite cowboy. Contest that you probably will never see again. These kind of bulls versus these kind of bull riders. It wouldn't surprise me at all if the 93-point ride in go-round number 2 was moved. We are liable to be 95. Easy. Remember that bull that was right over here in this stand? He's right here, right now. I wish they would have loaded him on the other side. Believe you me. Easy. Don't stand. Come on. Well, these bulls are ranked. Take this one right now. Hey, Wendell. This might be interesting. No maturity. Deep Berry, Texas. Wow. On this bull in Melton, Texas, at the Super Bowl. This bull will either butt you off or take you to the window. One at a time. Brent Thurman, Austin, Texas. Chin down. Chin down. stop launch. The bull rider's hand is still in the rope. You will receive a marking.
Good bull is a he come off a whoop advance, whoop advance, he messed up things.
Tell you what, I think a little more of your applause would make his life feel a lot better. Morrisville, California. What a way to earn $1. Well, you can go to the local apparel booth and join the winnings. Joe, I'm so glad to see you up and shaking that off.
You're next, Roscoe.
Boy, these guys are tough. Here's Michael Gaffney, the hottest bull rider in bull riders only competition. Here he is, Michael Gaffney. Played with the Salt House. Michael Gaffney. Into battle with one of the most ill-tempered bulls in the Salt House.
Hey, boys.
all-important story. Ladies and gentlemen, how about 94? We have got $10,000 for you, my friend. And I would like to ask you, how do you like Bull Riders only?
No, I'm crazy worrying about you. You're just doing what you gotta do. You're riding in the rodeo tonight. Darling, wear your lucky shirt tonight. Wear a roper and you'll be alright. Wear that lucky roper. Yes, wear that lucky roper.
Don't settle for an imitation that will melt away when the heat is on. Wear the choice of champions. No matter how hot the action gets, Award Design is there. When it comes to quality and beauty, there is no other. Award Design medals, the official trophy buckle of the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association.
Imagine sitting on the back of a ton of dynamite waiting to explode at the sound of a buzzer. Saturday, October 5th at McNichols Arena. Bull Riders Only presents a spectacular bull riding blowout. Last time, Aaron Seamus was lucky enough to walk away with only 15 stitches. Bobby Del Vecchio needed plastic surgery, while Michael Gaffney rode to victory. Get your tickets now at all Ticketmaster outlets. Saturday, October 5th. Be there when the gates fly wide open.
Gary, I don't know what else we can do and get any more excited after a third and final round like that. It's a wow. And right now, let's just take a moment, go to Shaw Sullivan, who is the president of Bull Riders Only, and Clint Bronner in the arena. This has got to be hot. Shaw?
Clint, on your first roll, you jumped out there, 91 points.
You're 94 on this one. Have you been that many points at the rodeos you've been to so far? I mean, did you think that he was going to make history like that here? I probably won't combine for that many points again in my career. Let me ask you this. You told me back a while ago after that 91 point ride that you was making some interesting moves. What did you have to do to get done there? I'm not sure exactly what I did. I think I was fairly fortunate. You said you were sitting back on the rope and to get back on there and then you had to kind of make some wild moves to jump in there? Yeah, I felt like Irvin Williams and Donnie Gay put together.
Gary, when we look at these 90 scores, and we have a 91, a 93, and a 94 tonight, is there any rodeo that you can ever think of in the last 20 years in your career where we've pulled these kind of scores in the high 80s and 90s out?
Not that I can recollect. This was, like I say, the best bull riding I've ever seen. The bulls were outstanding, and the riders just rose to the occasion. It was great bull riding, without a doubt.
Well, outstanding might be lightly putting it. Let's take a look at the way it actually all came down. Clint Bronger for $10,000 to the lead. Brent Thurman, Dripping Springs, Texas at 3. Jeff Cathcart at $2,000, and 38% of these were ridden. Now that's awfully good. We want to say thank you for the bull riders and bull riders clothing provided by Roper Apparel. As you have an opportunity to look down in the arena, no other sport in the world can take you next to the Nolan Ryans, next to the champions of the world like Clint Bronger, the Tough Hedemans, the Cody Lamberts. They're all there right now, and the autographs are here. We want to say thanks to the Salt Palace in the city of Salt Lake City. They did an excellent job. Of course, the Bull Riders Only Series produced by Super Bowl in cooperation with Prime Network. We'll see you on the 5th of October.
Whenever you point out front.
So,